Hey guys, welcome back to Vedic Math Vantage. Last class, we learned about left to right subtraction. Today, we will be learning about a technique called all from 9 and last from 10, which is a simple subtraction technique. It will be used in very specific scenarios, but these are the kind of problems that you encounter all the time. So be attentive and watch till the end.
Let's begin. Today we will be learning a simple technique called all from 9 and last from 10. This is very useful to perform subtraction. You use it when you're dealing with base numbers. Base numbers are basically the numbers that end in zeros like 10, 100, 1000, etc. Now these base numbers here that start with a 1 and are followed by consecutive zeros are known as unitary base numbers. But this technique is also applicable to other base numbers. For example, you can have 200 or 5000 or even 81,000. It will be a very simple technique if you learn to apply it the right way. As usual, let's begin by learning the conventional method of how we subtract from these base numbers. Take a number 1000. You want to subtract 329. Normally what you do, you start from the rightmost and perform regular subtraction. But since you can't borrow from the next two zeros, you borrow from the thousandth digit in this case, and so it becomes a 0, and you get 1 as a carry over here, and then this 10 is converted into a 9 because the next digit needs to borrow as well, so this one becomes a 10, and similarly it becomes a 9 because the last one also needs a carry. So 10 minus 9 in this case would be 1. 9 minus 2 in this case would be 7. And 9 minus 3 would be 6, giving us our answer. The technique all from 9 and last from 10 is basically a shortcut and a simple formula to do this method more efficiently rather than having to borrow and subtract 1 every single time. So what we do in this method, let's take the same numbers. 1000, 329. As the name suggests, we will be doing all the digits from 9, meaning except this one, all the zeros will be converted to a 9, and the last, meaning the units, will be a 10. So basically, here you can consider all of these digits as 9, and the last digit you can consider it as a 10, and you can go on with the subtraction process as usual. So you get 6, 7, 1, and this is how all from 9 and last from 10 works. It's a very simple technique that you can easily learn to apply in your daily mathematics. Let me show you one more question. Let's take the numbers 52,000 and 3,461. Again, all the zeros except the last one will be converted to a 9. And the last, in this case the unitary 0, will become a 10. But don't forget, you have to subtract 1 from here to make it possible. Now you continue with the subtraction process as usual. 5 minus 0 gives 5. But since 1 cannot be subtracted from 3, you make it a 4 and convert it into 11 over here. Now 11 minus 3 gives an 8. 9 minus 4 gives a 5. 9 minus 6 gives a 3. And 10 minus 1 will give a 9. And this is our final answer. This technique minimizes the use of the borrowing or giving process depending on the method you're using, and it makes your process much simpler and faster. It can also help you be more accurate.
So with that, we conclude with the two main subtraction techniques that I believe are important. I know Vedic maths is very different from your conventional way of thinking, but you'll never know if it's good or not unless you try. It's always good to know more than one way of solving a problem in maths. It helps build your lateral thinking skills. And to help you with your practice, every week I'll be uploading a few problems to keep your mind sharp. So watch out. Also, next week onwards, we'll be moving on to the most exciting part of Vedic mathematics, which will help you the most. It's multiplication. So watch out, because next week we'll be covering the topic vertically and crosswise multiplication. Bye.